Welcome back to Alistair Davies Golf. Today's video is all about the biggest mistake I see in golf swing technique. So with 20 years coaching and lots of students, online clients and so on, the biggest thing that still comes out is people who come over the top in the golf swing or slice the golf ball. Obviously I teach a lot of players also that hit hook shots, but the majority of people have slices. I'd probably say it's going to be about 70% would move the ball left to right and about 10 to 20% would move the ball obviously right to left, and then the last kind of 10% would be very good golfers indeed and not move the ball too much either way, but obviously still hit bad shots and great shots like we all do. So today's all about improving your downswing and improving your biggest mistake I would see in golf technique. So let's go through it. So the big thing I see happens in technique is, and we're not going to talk too much about the cause of this, we'll talk more about the effect, is in the downswing, we would see the golf club come over and across the golf ball with the face opening up, causing the ball generally to start somewhere around target, depending on the club face relationship, and curve left to right. Now the club face is responsible for 75% of its initial direction with an iron, 85% with the driver, and probably 90% with a putter to give you some ballpark figures. So where this club face points is a major issue on the start direction of the ball, and then its relationship to the direction we're swinging in is a major issue in the curvature in the shot. So in order to reduce curvature and hit straight shots, we need these two to match up better, and ideally if we want to hit straight shots, we need to be swinging on a circle into square to in the direction we want to go in. So those are the key things. So what I tend to see with golfers is at the start of the downswing, this right shoulder will go forward towards the golf ball and across like this and down towards the golf ball like that. So what I want to work on with you in this particular video is from the top of the golf swing down, this shoulder tries to work away from the golf ball and downward. So we try and feel there is a movement back and down in this transition. Now some people will feel this is initiated by moving their lower half correctly, and other people will feel it's more about the shoulders. I really don't mind where you feel it. What I'm talking about today mostly is the biomechanics of what we're trying to change. So I would quite like you to make some swings where we just make these kind of moves, where you feel the shoulder work down and backwards initially in that kind of transition period to make that swing path and make these arms shallow. Now there is more going on. There's obviously pronation in the arms, there's flexion in the wrists and so on. But I really want to concentrate on the shoulder action, and ideally just feeling that this club face is starting to point down towards the ground more like this. That too will help strengthen that club face. It'll help de-loft the club face. It'll help make our iron shots stronger and more penetrating, as well as reduce the curvature in the shots, which are the two keys I really want from this video, is let's hit better shots. And even if you're a really good player, having the golf club in the right position at the right time will allow you to move your hands and arms better through the golf ball. For example, in my golf swing, and I get a few comments on some of my videos that I didn't shallow the club as I said and so on. I don't swing it perfectly, and I tend to have a slight steepening in the shaft in the start of the downswing, and I shallow it late on and then get a little bit flicky with it through the golf ball. So me being able to do this is actually key to my golf swing also, to allow me then to rotate on the golf ball and reduce my hand action and not have to manipulate that shaft and club face so much through impact. So really trying to get the shoulder action and the arm action to work better as soon as we start down to make the rest of the golf swing flow better. Let's have a practice swing and then a shot. So I take my dress position as I would do normally, work it back to the top of the backswing, and really focus on my right shoulder, trying to work to an area here behind the golf ball. That's the area where I want to fixate it on in the start of that downswing. And then from there, allow the club to work in what I feel is a big draw fashion from there through the golf ball. Let's try a shot. I'm going to go nice and gently at it. So that one felt a lot more from the inside for me than normal. Again, as we already talked about just now, I tend to steepen the shaft in transition. The shot was a little bit thin because of it, because it was more shallow. And again, as I shallow something here, I'd have to steepen something there to make things work. So I have no problem with that. When I'm working on things, my key learning outcome is about changing a position, not about performing perfectly. And then when I go to play, it's more about performing to the best of my ability and not swinging it to my best of my ability. So I'm looking to always influence the change and influence the normality of my golf swing so it changes over time. So, biggest mistake I see in golf swing is this over-the-top action with the club face opening. This concept I've talked about today will change that. Getting the shoulder to work down and back and getting that club face to point to the floor, the two concepts to change that pattern in your golf swing. And again, have a go at it. Make sure, again, you give it some time before it knits into your normal golf swing. It will take shots to change. But also in the golf course, you can use it as your practice swing and then perform normally. Please click like if you've enjoyed the video. It really helps my channel grow. Also, chat down below. Tell me what videos you want to hear from me. Tell me if you want to see me do some vlogs, short game stuff. Let me know what kind of videos you want to see from me. I'll make sure I get back to you as soon as I can. Also, post any questions you have on anything to do with the golf swing. Also, please join me on my journey and subscribe. I post 3 videos a week and I'd love to have you on board to lower your scores and improve your golf and obviously help my channel grow. Thanks for watching and see you again here soon.